Hello and welcome all of you. You are watching K Commerce Academy with me Kunal Singhal. So 21 days चैलेंज में बिजनेस स्टडीज का कंप्लीट सिलेबस हम कवर करने वाले हैं. ऑलरेडी 2 क्लासेस कंडक्ट हो चुके हैं. टुडे इट इज द थर्ड क्लास and we are gonna study the topic of levels of management and the functions of management today. Let us start with the levels of management. As you know, in the management or in an organization, there can be 3 levels of management. The first one in that is the top level, then the middle level, and the lower level of management, which is also known as the operational level of management or the supervisory level of management. The function of top level management is mainly concerned with the planning and its formulation. एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में जो मेन ऑब्जेक्टिव्स हैं वो डिसाइड करता है टॉप मैनेजमेंट. एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन को कैसे एक्सपेंड करना है, क्या प्लान्स एंड पॉलिसीज होंगे, और एक्सटर्नल वर्ल्ड से जो कांटेक्ट है, जो डीलिंग्स है, वो रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी होती है टॉप लेवल मैनेजमेंट की. टॉप लेवल मैनेजमेंट मेनली कंप्राइजेज ऑफ द पोस्ट लाइक सीईओ, सीएफओ, मैनेजिंग डायरेक्टर, general manager, board of directors. These are the topmost post, the higher post in the top level management, and they mainly focus on the planning function. They prepare the long term plans and objectives for the organization, for its improvement, for its advancement, etc. Middle level management, which mainly comprises of the heads of different departments. For example, production manager, sales and marketing manager, accounts and finance manager. The heads of various departments in the organization are comprised under middle management, and main focus of this middle management is over the interpretation of plans and policies of the top management to the lower level management. कौन प्लान्स एंड पॉलिसीज को लोअर लेवल मैनेजमेंट तक कन्वे करेगा, या फिर लोअर लेवल मैनेजमेंट से अगर कोई ग्रीवियंसेस हैं या उनके कुछ सजेशंस हैं वो टॉप लेवल मैनेजमेंट तक कौन कन्वे करेगा. सो मिडिल लेवल मैनेजमेंट एक्ट्स एज अ मीडिएटर, एज अ लिंकिंग पिन बिटवीन द टॉप and the lower management, and it mainly comprises of the departmental heads. Then comes the lower level of management or the operational level of management or the supervisory management. These are the persons which mainly comprise of the foremen, the supervisors, etc., and they are in the direct touch of the workers. इवन मिडिल लेवल मैनेजमेंट का एक फंक्शन और होता है, कंसर्न डिपार्टमेंट के लिए अपने एम्प्लॉयज का रिक्रूटमेंट, सिलेक्शन, ट्रेनिंग, डेवलपमेंट, ये सारा फंक्शन पे भी फोकस मेनली मिडिल मैनेजमेंट करता है. स्टाफिंग फंक्शन पे मेनली फोकस करता है मिडिल मैनेजमेंट, बिकॉज दे आर अवेयर ऑफ देयर कंसर्न डिपार्टमेंट रिक्वायरमेंट्स. लोअर लेवल मैनेजमेंट मेनली फोकस करता है ऑन प्रोवाइडिंग इंस्ट्रक्शंस, ऑन गिविंग डायरेक्शंस, एंड on checking the performance of the employees. Lower level management mainly focus over interpreting the plans and policies, the methods framed by the top and middle management to the workers. And lower level management also acts as the convener of grievances of the workers to the top management. Even एक बात मैं आपको और बताऊंगा, यहाँ पे functions of management आपको नजर आ रहे हैं. There are 5 functions of management. However, all these functions are performed at all the levels. That is top level management. At top level management also planning, organizing, staffing, directing, controlling, and at the other levels also all the functions are performed. But the main focus of top level management is over the planning and the organizing function. The top level management mainly focus over these 2 functions. On the other side, the lower level management mainly focus over the directing and controlling function. इसका मतलब ये बिल्कुल भी नहीं है कि lower level management पे planning and organizing नहीं होगा, but main focus of lower level management will be over directing and controlling function, providing instructions and directions to the employees, checking their performance. And left one is, that is staffing. The main focus of middle level management is over the staffing function. This is that can be understood. Now let us take a very short detail and explanation about the planning, organizing, staffing, directing, controlling. We all know that management is a process comprising of the sequential steps, and these are the functions which are performed in a particular sequence in the management. First of all, the plans are prepared under the planning function. After there, the departments are created in the organization under the organizing function. In those departments, whatever job positions we have created, we fill the job positions through the employees under the staffing function. After that, we provide instructions and motivation to the workers to work in the directing function. And lastly, we check their performance and take corrective action for the improvement in the organization at the controlling function. So these are the 5 functions of management performed in each and every organization in a sequential order, and that is only known as process of management or the functions of management. Let us move further. Now we do have the next topic, that is the coordination, which is the most important topic of this chapter. चैप्टर नंबर फर्स्ट, दैट इज नेचर एंड सिग्निफिकेंस ऑफ मैनेजमेंट में दो ही ऐसे टॉपिक्स हैं जो मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट है. एक है कोऑर्डिनेशन और दूसरा है द नेचर ऑफ मैनेजमेंट, दैट इज वेदर मैनेजमेंट इज अ साइंस, आर्ट और प्रोफेशन. ये दो मेन टॉपिक हैं जिनमें से डायरेक्ट क्वेश्चन आपको मिल सकते हैं. और अगर आप केस स्टडी बेस्ड क्वेश्चन की बात करें तो लेवल्स ऑफ मैनेजमेंट में से आपको केस स्टडी बेस्ड क्वेश्चन मिल सकता है. फंक्शंस ऑफ मैनेजमेंट में से आपको केस स्टडी बेस्ड क्वेश्चन मिल सकता है. चलिए तो देखते हैं व्हाट डू वी मीन बाय कोऑर्डिनेशन. कोऑर्डिनेशन मींस synchronization of the actions of various employees in the organization, of various departments in the organization, of various activities in the organization. Many of the authors take coordination as a separate function of management, but actually it is not so. There are only 5 functions of management, and why the coordination is not considered to be the separate function of management? Because coordination is such an activity which is to be performed at each and every function, at each and every level of management, and at each and every function of management. So how can we call it to be a separate function of management where it is to be performed by at each and every function? So what does coordination means? Coordination means synchronization of the actions of various employees and of various departments and various activities in the organization. जितनी भी एक्टिविटीज हैं, जितने भी एम्प्लॉयज हैं और जितने भी डिपार्टमेंट्स हैं, उन सब की वर्किंग में, परफॉर्मेंस में एक कोऑर्डिनेशन, एक सिमिलैरिटी लेके आना, एक लिंक क्रिएट करना. यानी प्रोडक्शन डिपार्टमेंट और परचेज डिपार्टमेंट दोनों आपस में कनेक्टिविटी के साथ वर्क करें, आपस में डिस्कॉर्ड ना हो, डिस्ट्रस्ट ना हो, खींचता ना हो, बल्कि अंडरस्टैंडिंग हो. दैट इज कोऑर्डिनेशन. नाउ what is the nature of coordination? We have certain points. So first of all, we do have the that is coordination integrates group efforts. जहां पे एक सिंगल पर्सन है तो वहां किसी कोऑर्डिनेशन की जरूरत नहीं है, लेकिन जहां कहीं पे भी ग्रुप ऑफ पीपल होते हैं वहां कोऑर्डिनेशन की जरूरत होती है. और कोऑर्डिनेशन करता क्या है? कोऑर्डिनेशन इंटीग्रेट्स द ग्रुप एफर्ट्स. इट इनिशिएट्स, it just combines the group activities. After that, coordination ensures unity of action. जो भी फंक्शन परफॉर्म होगा उसमें यूनिटी होगी, उसमें एक जैसी वर्किंग होगी. ऐसा नहीं कि हर एम्प्लॉय अपने हिसाब से वर्क कर रहा है, हर डिपार्टमेंट इंडिपेंडेंटली वर्क कर रहा है. नो, ईच एंड एवरी डिपार्टमेंट विल वर्क इन अ यूनिटी. ईच एंड एवरी employee will work in unity. This is the work ensured by coordination. Then comes in the feature of coordination, in the characteristic of coordination, coordination is a continuous process. It is never ending process. Each time the manager has to take certain steps to bring coordination among the behavior of the employees, among the working of the employees. Then comes the coordination is an all pervasive function. What does this mean? It means the coordination is to be performed at each and every level of management. We all know that we do have 3 levels of management, and coordination is to be performed at each and every function of management. We know that there are 5 functions of management to be performed. So why the coordination is called as all pervasive? Because coordination is performed at each and every function of management, that is planning, organizing, staffing, directing, controlling, and coordination is performed at each and every level of management, that is top level, middle level and lower level. For example, the top level management has to bring coordination in the main comprehensive plans and in the subordinate objectives. एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन की जो 5 ईयर या 10 ईयर्स के लॉन्ग टर्म प्लान्स हमने बनाए हैं उसमें, और जो शॉर्ट टर्म में 1 ईयर में अचीव करने वाले ऑब्जेक्टिव्स हैं, उनके बीच में कोऑर्डिनेशन अचीव करना होता है टॉप मैनेजमेंट को. द मिडिल लेवल मैनेजमेंट नीड्स टू अचीव कोऑर्डिनेशन इन द वर्किंग्स ऑफ डिफरेंट डिपार्टमेंट्स. द लोअर लेवल मैनेजमेंट नीड्स टू अचीव कोऑर्डिनेशन इन द वर्किंग्स ऑफ डिफरेंट एम्प्लॉइज. So coordination is to be performed at each and every level of management. Coordination is to be performed at each and every function of management. After that, we do have certain more features of coordination. Let us see what these are. I hope आप लोग इस रिवीजन सीरीज का पूरा बेनिफिट लेंगे और अपने अदर फ्रेंड्स के साथ भी इस वीडियो को शेयर करेंगे. We do have coordination is the responsibility of all the managers. We cannot leave this coordination function to only for the top level managers or to the middle level managers or to the selected group. The coordination is the responsibility of all the managers. हर मैनेजर की रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है कि वो अपनी वर्किंग में, अपने एम्प्लॉयज में एक कनेक्टिविटी क्रिएट करें. Okay, then comes the coordination is a deliberate function. It cannot be applied through force. It has to be applied deliberately and gently. It has to be brought from within the organization, within the employees, within the working itself. It cannot be applied through force. Let us see what are the few points concerning to the importance of coordination. First of all, importance में लिखना क्या होता है ये आप समझें. अगर किसी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में कोऑर्डिनेशन है तो क्या हमें कुछ बेनिफिट मिलेगा? इज देयर एनी नीड ऑफ कोऑर्डिनेशन? वही हमें चीजें लिखनी होती हैं इंपॉर्टेंस ऑफ कोऑर्डिनेशन में. अगर कोऑर्डिनेशन की अवेलेबिलिटी से हमें कोई फर्क पड़ता है तो वो उसकी इंपॉर्टेंस है, और अगर कोऑर्डिनेशन की अवेलेबिलिटी से हमें कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता है, इट मींस कोऑर्डिनेशन डज नॉट हैव एनी इंपॉर्टेंस, एनी सिग्निफिकेंस फॉर द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, फॉर द मैनेजमेंट. बट हियर वी हैव टू टेक दीज 3 पॉइंट्स विच रिवील्स कि अगर किसी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में कोऑर्डिनेशन अवेलेबल है, देन इन दैट पर्टिकुलर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन these 3 benefits can be achieved. So first one will be growth in the size. Availability of coordination among various departments and the plans and policies and working of the employees results in growth in size of the organization and expansion of the organization. Second comes is functional differentiation. We all know that various departments formed on the basis of various functions to be performed. For example, purchase department, production department, sales and marketing department, packaging department, finance and accounts department, HR department. Various departments have their different kinds of working and functional differentiation are there, but coordination helps to remove the functional differentiations and helps to bring the connectivity, helps to bring the equality and similarity in the working of various departments. So it helps to remove the functional differentiations. And lastly, coordination results in specialization. The various departments working in coordination with other departments develops specialization in their particular field. All the employees working in with support and connectivity with the other employees develop specialization in their working. So these are the 3 points of importance of coordination. That is, coordination results in growth in size of the organization. It helps to remove the functional differentiation in the organization, and it results in specialization in the organization. So with this, we end up with first chapter, that is nature and significance of management. अगर कोई भी query, कोई doubt है तो आप comment में लिख सकते हैं. और daily की क्लास, रिवीजन क्लास जो है ये जूम पे होती है. अगर आप इसके और डिटेल्स चाहते हैं तो आप कमेंट में अपना मेल आईडी मेंशन करें या फिर आप डायरेक्टली कांटेक्ट करें kunalsinghal85@gmail.com पे. थैंक यू.